Hey guys, so this is going to be a long one. I'm not going to do like an intro thing there. Same thing on the nail, spoiled. Deeper dive and stamping. Everything will be down at the bottom. I am working. It is the same day as I filmed the other ones. So if you remember through the other ones, telephone rang, had to go. Same thing, and I know I'll be getting quite a few because this is going to be a little bit longer because I have 10. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go this way this time. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so I'm going to skip one in between. First up is this one. And it's called Gorgeous Graffiti. There are dupes to this. China Glaze Flying Dragon. There's a Sally Hansen one. Vivid Violet, I think. Julep has one. That's very close. And this isn't coming up on camera, but that shimmer that's in there is actually a blue shimmer. It looks like there's some flakies in there too. It's amazing what you can notice when you see it up front or up close. So there's the brush. You can kind of see that they're blue coming off on there. This is going to dry matte. So here is one coat of whatever the fuck I just called it. Gorgeous Graffiti. Has a nice formula. First coat is kind of streaky though. I think that's normal with the the hell is it? A neon-ish color. Okay, so you can sort of see that blue in there. Next up is Very Good Bid. I got this on clearance at Sally's. And this also has like a bluish shimmer. Don't mind my naked nail there because I picked. I would like to do a best peel-off base coat, but I got so much collection to do that, I mean, I'm not even a quarter or a portion of the way through with my collection. And you can see in here all of the pretty blue glitters or shimmers that are in there. So there is that. Let's go ahead and swatch Very Good Bid. Nice formula, which, like I said, is kind of odd for finger paints because they are hit and miss to me. They're kind of like Essie. They're hit and miss. And I made a mess all over my paper towel. Oh well. That's what they're there for. This one is called Dance Till Dawn. And this one I think was with Midnight Queen or whatever the frig it was called. I don't even remember them now. And the emerald one that I liked in the last, yeah, whatever. Ball Gown Glamour and Queen for a Night, I think, because it's got the same sort of kind of fleckies in there. And this one again was called Dance Till Dawn. I don't know how we got a hair there. It must be from the brush. But so there is that. Very pretty. So here is one coat of Dance Till Dawn. And these ones, the three that I've been talking about, the Queen for a Night and the Ball Gown Glamour, they are very opaque on their first coat, so they almost don't need a second coat, but the second coat does deepen the color, so I do everything on a second coat. This is called Wild Bikini, and I think this was with Margarita Mambo and Surf's Up. It's just a very pretty purple shimmer. And again, on the sides here, you can kind of see like a coppery color. Rosy pink color. Let's hang up on this one. Because you know in a minute they're only going to call back. So let's go ahead with this one. I know I'm so horrible, right? Hope none of you guys are calling the order close. There's the brush. I'll be hanging up on you. I don't really know where I left off. I know I have 3 there. So did I show you guys the brush? Yeah, okay. And as soon as I'm done painting it, I'll let you know the color again. So here is 1 coat. Ew. Ew. Okay. So that is 1 coat, and this was Wild Bikini. Okay. Next, I have this, and it's called Crystalline Crush, and I think this was supposed to be a texture as well, and it's got some gold glitter in there and some real fine like silver. When you're looking far away from it, it almost kind of looks like a rosy gold, and this is pretty opaque. You know, like everybody's coming out with these real fine micro shimmers with this chunky glitter. I think this is supposed to be texture. We'll find out together. Never wore it. So many untried, so little fingers. Or something. So many untried, not enough fingers. And I'm weird, because if I haven't worn it yet, I don't want to wear it on my toes. Because I like to keep a photo library of everything I've worn. And I'm not going to take pictures of my friggin' feet because I think that's fucking disgusting. So, anyway. So we have Hue Brighten My Day. This is kind of like a charcoal silver with some iridescent green and blue glitters in there. I think this was sort of kind of like one of the first also. Like this was, you know, the beginning of my collection. Never wore it. Okay. And here is 1 coat of Hue Brighten My Day. This reminds me of Sephora by Opie Eyes, If You've Got It, Haunt It. And also Orly's Androgyny. Here is Surreal Sunset. There is one that I gave to Stacy. What was it called? You wore it a while ago. What a Night, I think. It's the same finger paints, and it's the same polish. They brought it out again, and they just changed the name. There was no difference in my eye. I swatched them side by side. I did all of the comparison, and they were the same. So, Stacy got that one because she wanted it. And I kept this one because, well, I wore this one. So there's the... I hate these people. Okay, bitches, I'm back. I know I showed you the brush stroke of this. This is Surreal something or another. I'll look again when I... This also reminds me of like Orly's Rock the World or something to that effect. Yeah, so this was Surreal Sunset. Next up, and I did swatch this on a haul. And this is called Copycat. And it's a gold and silver. I don't know, again, those, I think they're iridescent because they kind of look purpley. So I don't know. Faux show. I think these last 3, I think I did these all in a haul. So there's the brush. Pretty, pretty. You can see inside the bottle. I love that. I have to say, guys, if I hate this fucking phone, though. Give me a second. I know. How many people do I hang up on a day? I don't know. Enough. They're so needy. How hard is it to go online and place a friggin' order? It's the fuck out of me. Anyway. So that was Copycat. This one here, I do believe I showed in a haul, is Color Me Abstract. And you know what? Now that I have the two of them, I'm going to compare them. Because I thought this looked like Starry Eye for Dear Daniel. And it kind of does. Motherfuckers! Another one. So, actually, maybe what I'll do is I'll hold off on swatching that. And I'll do them on the last two. So this one here was Hollywood Decadence. And it was the one that was in a pinkish base with those glitters. Made them off in a half hour, or for a half hour, in a couple minutes. I don't know why I just don't wait. My battery's fucking dying on my phone anyway, but whatever. So here is Hollywood Decadence. This dries matte. This reminded me of an OPI too, but it's just a little more pink. And you know what's funny? We just got an email message saying that calls are coming in lower than forecasted. Go fucking figure. Okay, so that was Hollywood Decadence. I'm going to do the Abstract, Color Me Abstract now. Here's the brush. Okay, now I don't think this and the Hello Kitty are identical dupes, but I think if you can't find one, the other will do. So, yep, I did it again. So here's the Hello Kitty. If it rings again, I'll fucking answer it. Pain in the asses. And there's that. And we know it's going to ring again. Okay, so here is one coat of the Hello Kitty. So Hello Kitty is a little bit lighter in color. Doesn't look like it has as much of a glitter pack. Okay, so they were all one coat. And I will fucking be back. Okay. So, I won't be bothered for a couple minutes. I want pizza though, so I'm going to hurry this up. Back to Gorgeous Graffiti. And you can see how it did dry matte. There is two coats. Ooh. I'm beating you guys up. Sorry. Next is Very Good Bid. Two coats. See how the second coat really turns it to a purple. Instead of just that berry color, you can see it on the, like, this part here a little bit. Next, I have Dance Till Dawn. Okay. Wild Bikini is next. Very pretty, shimmery. You know, I have to say with these finger paints, I really like their brushes. I like the handles. The handles feel nice. It just seems that that flare that it has at the bottom is nice for your hand to rest on. It feels very comfortable to me. Okay, so this was Crystalline Crush. Next is Hue Brighten My Day. Oh, I'm running out of battery. Alright guys, I'm just going to pause this for a couple minutes. I need to get some juice here, so I will be back. We're just going to take a small little hiatus here. I'll be back. Oh, sorry about that. I figured I needed to rest my battery. I would go eat lunch and come back. So here I am. Here I am to save the day. So here is Hue Brighten My Day. Okay, and that's 2 coats. And that's 2 coats. Next up is Surreal Sunset, which is this real pretty bronzy copper duochrome. This is also like Hard Candy's Crush on Lava. And Sally Hansen has one of those luster finishes, I believe also called Lava. Next again we have 2 coats of Copycat. Oh man, I'm sorry, it got so friggin' blurry. Okay, next up is Hollywood Decadence, and you can see that it did dry matte. And of course, I'm going to top coat this shit like I always do, because I really want to get rid of that stinky ass fucking top coat. Okay, so next is the Color Me Abstract, which is the finger paints, which I'm calling a very close dupe to OPI's Starry Eyed Dear Daniel. So that's 2 coats. So this one is actually darker than the OPI one, because here is the OPI one right next to it. And I thought now would be a good time to do a comparison, just because they're next to each other. Or, well, I have the OPI right in front of me, so I may as well. And yeah, I mean, you could definitely tell in the bottle that they're going to be darker, but yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. And I think it's because of the color of the base. But I will be back with top coat, so chill out. Okay. Top coated it everything. Here is Gorgeous Graffiti. Trying to get a nice happy medium there. There is Gorgeous Graffiti. And you still kind of can't tell that those flecks are blue, but whatever. Here is Very Good Bid. And let me tell you, that shimmer really stood out once I put the top coat on. This was, I don't even remember. Dance Till Dawn. I don't remember what they were. This is Wild Bikini. This is Crystalline Crush, and it is a texture. I top coated it though. The top coat will dry down anyway. This is Hue Brighten My Day. Surreal Sunset. Shift is a lot more apparent in real life than on camera. Here is Copycat. So blinging and beautiful. There's Hollywood Decadence, and even though I added a top coat, it's still kind of dull. Then here is Color Me Abstract and Starry Eye for Dear Daniel. So you could tell they are very similar. Very, very similar. Color Me Abstract as a darker base than Starry Eye for Dear Daniel. Okay guys, so that's it for this one. What I think I'm going to do next is going to be Revlon, and it's really not going to be, well, yeah, I can't say it's not going to be in any kind of order. I think the Brilliant Strengths, then the Color Stays. I don't know, I can't see them from here. So it looks like Color Stay, Brilliant Strength, the Gel Envy, and then we'll go into the regular line, which will include the top speeds and everything. So that is it for finger paints. I am done officially with the finger paints, unless I have a straggler that I have in one of my Helmers for whatever reason. Actually, there is. I have some of the flakies that I don't really give a shit about. So they're in there. You know, there may be stragglers here and there because I categorize them differently for whatever reasons. But again, I thank you for watching, and I hope you all have great days. See you later.